Okay, so my last video had a massive backlash from people saying this guy's a joker, he's comical, he doesn't know what he's talking about, EVs are great. So I'm going to do a factual video now, and I'm going to compare the VW ID4 to the VW Golf. VW ID4 full EV, and it is basically the same as the VW Golf, which was Europe's #1 top-selling model for many, many years. So I'm going to compare those two, and you can decide for yourself if EV is really that economical and saving, because hey, you don't pay anything for fuel, so surely you'll save money, right? Because obviously we're really stupid here. So let's have a look, and then you tell me the difference. Okay, so let's start with the ID4. The price is, we're taking the middle for here, 42K is the lower price, and that's only if you pay in cash, and you'd probably be put in jail if you ever dared pay that in cash. But anyway, the middle price here is 50K, so that's okay. Now let's go to the VW Golf. Over here you can see it's 33K for a brand new VW Golf, so massive difference there already. Let's go to second-hand prices. Second-hand price of a 2021 VW ID4 with just 12,000 miles is £21,000. Now looks at the Golf, and for the same spec, which is a 2021 with low miles, here it's actually slightly more, 14,000, but it's basically the same as 12. It's £18,000. So you can see basically they've become exactly the same essentially in second-hand market, but so you lost a whopping 29,000 for the in just, what is that, 3 years, 2 years? Basically it's 2 years, 2.5 years. You've lost 29,000 on the VW ID4, and you've lost only 15,000 on the Golf. Now remember, this is from the same site, Car Wow, and you can select it yourself. Okay, let's go to the next thing, fuel. So we went fuel here. Obviously, I'm assuming the ID4, I'm going to go with zero fuel. Obviously, it costs money, but I can't even bother to calculate it. We'll call it free. Now, for the VW Golf, miles per gallon there is 51.7 miles per gallon. How many is used in a year? So as we see here, the average is 7,000 miles is the average use of a car per year on average. So that makes 7,000 divided by 51.7 equals 135.4 miles per gallon. Now let's look at how much price per gallon is. In the UK, it's 5.22, £5.22. We times that together, we get £706. That's how much the average fuel on a Golf would be per year, 706,000. Times that by 3, because we're 3 years, so it's on about around 2K. Now, insurance. Let's look at insurance. So we have insurance here. VW Golf is Group 10, and as you can see there, it's 1,681 for 20-year-old. Okay, that is obviously 20-year-old. Obviously going to be high. For insurance for the VW ID4, though, your insurance Group 24 for a basic model, or 35 for a very expensive model. So this is a huge difference, and that's how you get to the £4,000 for the insurance. And again, we're talking about a 20-year-old. I'm sorry, I know it's ridiculous. There's no other way I can show it. I could put in my own details, and obviously if you're older with very good years driving, I've seen you could probably get the ID4 for about £1,000, but the VW Golf would then drop to about £300. Okay, let's keep that there. Now we can go to our totals, and looking at our totals, as you can see, adding it all up, we have for the ID4, 50K, second-hand 21K, difference 29K, no fuel, insurance 4,000, total cost after 3 years 33,000. For the VW Golf, 33,000 new, second-hand 18,000, difference is 15,000, fuel is 2K, insurance is 1,681. I rounded up to 2K because I can't be bothered. And so your total cost is 19K. And so the total difference, you will have lost in 3 years a whopping £14,000 on buying a VW ID4. Now, the longer it goes, the more expensive it gets. Don't think it gets cheaper. If you keep that ID, I just went now on Auto Trader and I tried to find a Tesla 3, and there are none. Okay, so let's get back here. As you can see, the woke Karen EV buyers who are definitely triple boosted You know, these people, they have no idea what they're talking about. As you can see, economically, you will lose a huge amount of money buying an EV. 14,000 is insane. And this is, remember, comparing a very standard EV model, right? ID4 and the Golf. Obviously, Tesla would be even higher. And the more crazy you go with the EV ranges, the more insane you're going to be losing money. Also, just to point out, this is only after 3 years. After 10 years, I just went on Auto Trader now, and I couldn't find a single Tesla, which is obviously the oldest model there, a single Tesla on there before 2019. I didn't even bother trying an ID4. I just went Tesla before 2019. Auto Trader, the main second-hand car place online in the UK. You can't find a single one before 2019. Now, what does that tell you guys? What does that tell you? They're literally scrap. I don't know what they do with it. What do these people do with it? I don't know. So either they were bought on lease, I suppose the lease guys dispense with it, not private. I don't know. Fact is, you can't even buy one more than, what was that, 5 years old. That's insane. So Golf, you can buy them 20 years old, 30 years old, doesn't matter. You can always, there's always a market for them. But these EVs, I don't know what happens with them. They get scrapped or whatever. I don't know what happens with them. They get written off by the insurance. I don't know. So that's just tell you there isn't even a second-hand car market for them. So it's a very short-term, very second-hand car market. And after that, it literally falls off a cliff. No one is going to touch a 10-year-old. So regarding the comments that I got before, oh, I bought a second-hand Nissan Leaf and it's really amazing. Okay, firstly, that is true. If you buy a second-hand EV, it can actually work out because they're dirt cheap. If a little run around, I can see why it's valid. That's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about buying a brand new EV. I'm not talking about second-hand. Now, if you do buy second-hand, I would say the risk is even greater though, because yes, you'll have a nice little run around, but you don't know what you're getting. It's like me buying a second-hand iPhone. I don't know how the guy charged it, how he used it, in what weather. I don't know how long that iPhone's going to last. That's the difference. Why you can't trust electric things compared to, certainly with manual combustion engines, you can also get lemons, and that's why a second-hand car market is very risky. But it seems that the second-hand car market for EVs is so risky, there's none for sale greater than 5 years. That's all I can say. So new car, clearly not worth it. Second-hand, in my opinion, it's not worth it. But you could probably you can get some fines there if you want a little run around or something like that. It could be very valid, but I was not talking about it. So don't buy a new EV unless you're really stupid.